Rachel of Rogue Lacquer sent me a bunch of the small batch and limited edition polishes from the Polish and Beauty Expo 2022 this week, and I've rushed to get them swatched in time for the listing. Some of these are limited in quantities and others will be back, so I will indicate which are which. Rogue Lacquer Beautiful Soul is a deep charcoal with copper, green, and purple metallic flakes and hollow microflakes. I wore it in 3 coats, but 2 will cover. This is a small batch and will not be remade. I should note also these polishes had a quick drying formula and need top coat for smoothness and shine. Rogue Lacquer Caribbean Waters is a teal with green to blue duochrome shimmer, hollow microflakes, and silver reflective pigment. I wore it in 3 thin coats, but 2 will cover. It dries matte in texture and needs top coat to shine. This is a small batch and will not be remade. Rogue Lacquer Fairy Teals is a teal with subtle green to purple duochrome shimmer and hollow microflakes. I wore it in 3 thin coats, but 2 will cover. This was the doorbuster at the event and will not be remade. Rogue Lacquer Fireside Story is a red-brown with gold to green duochrome iridescent flakes and multicolored metallic flakes and hollow microflakes. I wore it in 3 thin coats, but 2 will cover. Rogue Lacquer Lake Effect is a periwinkle jelly with pink to green duochrome shimmer and hollow microflakes. I wore it in 3 thin coats, but 2 will cover. This was the event exclusive and will not be remade. Rogue Lacquer Orchidstra is an orchid jelly with pink to gold duochrome shimmer and hollow microflakes. I wore it in 3 thin coats, but 2 will cover. This is a small batch and will not be remade. Rogue Lacquer Shattered Mirrors has dense reflective pigment and silver flakes. It is quite thick in texture due to the reflective pigment and needs top coat to smooth and dries matte. I recommend peel off base coat with this one. I wore it in 2 thin coats, but 1 will cover. This is a small batch, but if it sells out, it will be restocked. Rogue Lacquer Yellow There is a mustard yellow jelly with black flakes. I wore it in 3 thin coats, but 2 will cover. This was a small batch, and while it is limited edition, it will return if sold out.